Morehead State University was in a very unique situation when the Accelerating Academic Success Program grant was released. We had just inherited a new 7,000 square foot building that was just dedicated to the academic success of our student athletes. We had recently furnished it with the use of supplemental support fund monies and through some help from our university funds. We had also just started a mentoring program. We were able to serve a limited number of students, but we had about 60 students in our mentoring program. We had this wonderful space. It was well ventilated. It was very comfortable. Our usage increased tremendously. We had student athletes who weren't required to be in study hall who were coming to visit us on a regular basis. Even with our increased usage, we still only had 2 staff members. What we wanted to do with our Accelerating Academic Success Program grant money was to increase the number of students that we could engage with in a meaningful way. We did this in 2 ways. The first way we approached the situation is that we needed to hire additional staff members to increase the number of students that we could serve. In hiring the first position through the grant, we sought out someone who had a teaching background to be our learning coordinator. The person has the educational background to deal with any academic or non-academic issues that a student athlete could bring to the table. We also had the opportunity through university funding to hire a staff member who was going to retire on a part-time basis. By adding these 2 positions, we were able to double our staff size. By doing this, our mentoring program was able to go from 60 students to 140 students. The second way we wanted to increase engagement of our student athletes was their engagement with each other. Through exit interviews, we had learned that student athletes did not necessarily feel very connected with members of other teams. To address this, we decided to give our SAC a budget with a few guidelines. The parameters were quite simple. They had to plan an event that would be attended by all student athletes where they could interact with each other, and they had to pick a day that they will all be in town. To date, we've had 2 events, our Student Athlete Fun Day and our Back to School Cookout. The following short video will show the impact that our engagement efforts have had on our student athletes over the past year.
We don't usually get to interact with the other athletes anywhere else except class, and you're not supposed to talk in class, so all I get to see is my golf teammates, and so it was nice to get to interact with the other athletes.
We found this inflatable group. They're out of Flemingsburg, and we thought it would be something fun that we could get competitive, but it'd still be like entertaining and fun. Like all sports can mix, and like the obstacle course is a great one because we just mix like boys, girls, all different teams, and we can just race and like be on a team together. It's just a great time, you know. You can goof around, just do stupid things, but just laugh it off and have a good time.
They're still in that transition from being treated almost like babies to having, now they're realizing a lot of this is on you. Like if you don't show up, that's on you. If you don't do something, that's on you. There are no scapegoats really.
They don't understand, oh, I need to wash clothes. I need clean clothes for tomorrow. Lots of things that parents take care of.
They don't have mom and dad here to make sure their alarm goes off and to make sure they are going to class on time.
Once I started working with athletes, I respect their everyday life more and more. People that are not involved with athletics don't see what all these athletes go through.
They have meetings, they have weights, they have tapes, they eat when they find the chance to. Then they still have homework, then they meet with someone like me. I don't think a lot of people on the outside looking in understand that there's a lot of pressure, there's a lot of stressors. I feel like time management isn't really a must in high school, and when they got here, that was the attitude they brought with them. That changed probably after the first 2 weeks. They came running to me, frustrated, scared, didn't know what to do. We sat down. That's when we went through all the calendars.
I didn't like the calendar at first. I thought it was kind of a waste of time to fill out. It was just really, I don't know, it took a lot of effort, I guess.
I think they thought, you're really going to make me fill this out? This is going to take me forever.
We take the week, all the hours in the week, and we go through and we mark when we have a class, we mark when we have practice, we mark when we have sleep time, so that they can get into a schedule of what's going to be happening and when it's going to happen, so they can manage their time.
After I got it done, it really helped because it planned out my week and I knew what I had to do and when it was due, so I could definitely finish everything on time.
After, the first month or so, I actually started using the calendar, and it helped me manage my time and actually get my work done without having to cram everything in the last night before something was due.
They were filling me out, more or less. They were more or less testing me. And when they realized, like, okay, he knows what he's talking about, he really is here for me, they were more open.
We talk a lot about personal things. I've got to know all of my student athletes on a personal level. I know a lot about their families, about their home life, where they live, hobbies they like to do.
For me, it's not just the academic side or just the sports side of it, it's the total person, and I think you have to know the total person to really be able to help them succeed in life.
It's helped me just stay on track, like keeping everything organized and making sure I get on top of things. Know if I had a question about anything, I know who to go to and get it answered right away without like thinking, oh, who could I go to, and just forget about the question.
I had a couple students come in and I could just tell from the look on their face and their demeanor that they were stressed out and they were just ready to call it quits. And so I was able to sit down and have a discussion. I said to the student, "You look stressed out. It looks like things aren't going well. Let's talk about it."
It brings me confidence in the classroom because I know that if I don't understand something or I'm having trouble in a class or a project that's coming up, I can always go to my mentor and trust that they're going to find me the best tutor or great support that the campus offers.
I hated that other schools don't receive this same benefit, because there's other schools out there just as bad a shape as we were in that could use the help, but we sure needed it. We got it, and we're making the best use of it you can imagine.